All right. Gonna get started with a lower body workout. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Also gonna move this out of my way so I don't trip on that again. So I need to use it. Okay, so let's get warmed up. We're gonna do 3 sets of everything today for the workout. For the warm up, we're just gonna go until I'll count everything down. We're gonna start with just over, under. It is lower body, but we are gonna hold some weight, so we'll get a little upper body warm up as well. All right, let's go with arm circles. Alternate them. And then go forward with them. Swimming. And then up, push them down. Up, push them down. Take some deep breaths here. All right. Your next move is a hip hinge. What we're gonna do is push your butt back, nice flat back, then forward and stand up. Just a small range of motion to start. Loosen up those hamstrings. I am gonna turn off this fan over here. We're gonna be competing for audio. Keep that going until I get back. Okay, hopefully you can hear me better now. Your next move, we're gonna go for side step. Just heating the body up, getting everything ready to move, prepared to lift. Get lower with it. Let's throw a punch in there. Why not keep going with that upper body? Punch up. And punch down. Hear that tapping? That's my feet tapping. Get a little rotation at the foot. All right, march it out. Pump those arms. Lift those legs up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And toe touch, toe touch. You might not reach to your toe right off the bat, that's okay. Maybe it's a knee touch. Keep that leg going forward and reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep on marching. Inhale in, exhale out. We've got 20 jumping jacks, and then we'll get into this workout. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 18, 19, and 20. All right. We are ready to work. If you need more time to warm up, just hit pause and warm up some more. All right. First move of the day is going to be an elevated split squat. That's what I have my step 360 for. That I almost tripped over. So you can use at home if you don't have this. Like the little lip off of your fireplace or your couch or a chair. I think that ought to get it right there. Basically, we face here so you can hear me. Basically, we want your back foot elevated up. So I'm going to show you from this angle here. Back foot is up. It depends on what you're on. I'm good on this to be a little bit on my toe for this. On your couch, anything that has a lot of give to it, you may want to be more on the top of your foot, whatever's comfortable for you for the position. And then you drop down, come up. Drop down, come up. Doing the work through this front glute and leg here. Exhale on the way up. All right, so that's the move. Grab some dumbbells if you have them. We've got 3 sets of these on each leg today. I'm going to do a few more reps with you so you can look over at the screen and see. Let me get my timer going. So we're going to start this in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. Foot up, and you want to get stabilized. It may take a second, especially if you're looking off at your computer screen. Pull those shoulder blades back and down, drop, and take a look down. Make sure that front knee is not shooting way past the toe. You're looking more for a drop than an actual press forward. You can stay, drop and lift, drop and lift. You got 5 seconds here. All right, gonna let you choose here. You can do 3 in a row on the same leg, or you can alternate for 6 sets. Your choice. Make it in 5 seconds because we're going again in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Rep them out, rep them out. If you switch legs, just know that generally one side is going to be more stable than the other. That's typical. We do these unilateral type movements to hopefully even that out over time. Keep pushing these. We're in set 2 here with a total of 6. 3 on each leg. Drop down, lift up, drop down, lift up. Breathe. Keep the abs in tight. During this break, I'm going to show you the common mistakes people make. Keep doing what you're doing now. I don't want you to turn your head and look at me if you're not facing the screen. Common mistakes would be being too close. So now I'm crunched up in here with it. Get a nice step so you have room to drop that back leg. The other one is shifting forward and then starting to hang forward with the chest. You want to stay upright with this. You don't have to be completely upright while you do it, but keep the abs in tight and try not to dip forward. You're on set 3. Here we go. So I can't see you live here. So those would be the things I'm most often looking for, or checking in with the knee, checking in with the spacing of the feet, checking in with what the upper body's doing. There are a few other little things we look for, like the positioning of the foot. We don't want either foot to be turned in or out. They should both be facing forward. And then, as always, neck alignment. So neutral spine, not looking up. And that's the end of set 3. Take a breather. So we don't want you looking way up or looking way down, just straight ahead with these. All right, you're on a break. And in 5 seconds, we're going to keep going. If you've been alternating, keep alternating. All right, here we go. Set 1 again. So if you're alternating, just keep going. If you did 3 on one side in a row, you're at set 1 of 3 on the other now. Let's do it. Exhale on the way up. Pull those shoulder blades back and down, especially if you're holding those weights. I want you holding up here with it. I'm sweating just through the demonstration, so your body ought to be hot now. Keep going all the way through this set. You got 8 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and rest. You got 2 more sets. I'm going to move this thing so I don't trip over it again. No one's ever called me graceful. All right, take a few deep breaths. We've got sets 2 and 3 coming up. All All right, get those reps going. A quick reminder, as you get fatigued, that's when form starts breaking down. So your form could have been perfect in the beginning. Check back in. Is your knee going over your toe? Have you started slouching forward? Are you crouched up with not enough space? Are your feet facing forward? Is your neck in line? Are your abs engaged? Are your shoulder blades back and down? All the things we're looking for when we're watching you. I'm trying to remind you of those now so that you're paying attention to what's going on in your body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your rest, and you got one more set of these coming up. Last set. Try to stay moving and engaged throughout this entire exercise. Deep breath. Get ready. Let's go set 3. Last set, best set. I was walking away from the camera to get my water, and I realized I was speaking. I just said last set, best set. "20 seconds left. Engage those abs. Keep the reps coming, but never work through joint pain. Got joint pain, stop the exercise. Either find a range of motion that works for you, drop the weight down, switch to a new exercise. Working through joint pain, and that's the end of set 3. Working through joint pain will never serve you well. All right, let's get ready for our next exercise. It is a suitcase deadlift. So grab your dumbbells here. This should be, I think it'll still pick up my audio here, trying to get it a good. So your feet are going to be about hip width, shoulder width apart, not all the way in, not way out. So about hip width there. And then you're going to have a nice flat back. Let me show you that from this angle. Nice flat back. As the dumbbells are on the outsides of your legs, you drop down. It's like you're picking up 2 heavy suitcases, and you stand up with it. Squeeze the glutes, drop back down with that flat back, and then back up with it. All right, grab your dumbbells if you have them. I'll get it started, and then I'll walk you through a few other things to look out for. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. We got 3 sets of these. Exhale as you come up, and push those hips way back as you head down. Make sure you're not rounding at the back. So here's rounding at the back. So this is my back arched up. That's exaggerated, but we don't want you to go so far that you have to round your back to get down further. Once you've reached the point where your hamstrings are engaged, you feel that lengthening. And if you have to round your back to get down further, that's as far as you go. That's your stopping point. And then come back up. That's the end of set 1 right there. So really check on that form. I know if you don't have mirrors to see, you may not be able to, but abs are tight, back is flat. So I feel mine about right there, just below my knees at my shin. That's as far as I need to go with these, and then standing up with it up top. Here we go, set 2. Let's work here. And always keep those abs engaged. If you hear me repeating myself right after another, it's usually because I've realized that I was either moving, not facing the camera, or likely that the audio didn't pick up for one reason or another for that. We recorded some of these videos and couldn't use any of them. So I'm trying to make sure that everything that we do moving forward is usable. You got 5 seconds left in this. And stop. One more set of these suitcase deadlifts. Make sure you stay hydrated through this. Drink water anytime. This is set so that the pace is meant to give you a challenge. Go ahead, start set 3. But if you need time to grab water or change the setting on your air, I'm sweating like crazy and I'm not even doing the full workout. Whatever it is you need, you can hit that pause button and then pick it back up from there. Even if you got to change to a lower weight, don't miss a rep. Hit that pause button, grab the weight, start it back up. So you're not losing time there. So make it work for you. Shoot, if I didn't demonstrate an exercise and you want to look it up, YouTube a different video, if you didn't like, you needed more information, hit pause, look it up, and you can do that as well. All right, take a breather. I believe that was 3 sets. That was 3 sets. We're going to move right into our next move. The next move is a balance move. It's an airplane pose. Let me just do this so you can see my feet. Airplane pose is a balance move. So what we're going to do, you're going to hinge at the hips, lift that back leg. Arms are out to the side here, and you want nice neutral neck alignment. I can't see myself right now, so it feels neutral. I'm looking slightly forward and down. What you don't want is to look up like that or down and tuck that chin. You want to get that back leg as high as you can without completely throwing yourself off balance. It's fine if you get unstable and you have to reset every now and then. That means you're challenging yourself. So you want to find that height that's a challenge. If you're completely sturdy and not being challenged, go ahead and go up a little bit on that. We're also going to do 3 sets on each leg of these. That bottom leg's gonna burn, or that support leg. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Airplane pose. Check in. How's your neck alignment? How's the height of that leg? If you've not had a little stumble yet, go ahead and lift up a little bit higher. If you've already had 2 or 3 little resets, make it a little bit lower. A few little resets per set, maybe 2 is good. Once you get the 3 plus, we'll need to make a modification. That's the end of set 1. We'll need to make that modification because you're spending more of your time wobbling and resetting than you are getting the balance work. So modification might be just stagger those feet, bend forward, and then do a little toe tap with the back leg as opposed to just holding it up the whole time. All right, here we go. I'm going to do set 2 with you. We're doing 3 on each leg, so you can go 3 in a row or alternate side to side for 6 sets. All right, find your challenge. Breathe through this. Come on, hold it there. You got this. All right, good job there. I'll stumble through that a little bit. This unstable training is balance training, so you want to have a little wobbly. Give yourself a breather. This will be set 3. I'll do set 3 with you here. you haven't had a little bit of a reset, get a little bit deeper into it here. My ankle's starting to wobble a little bit, so I'm getting fatigued. Woohoo! There it is. All right, take a little break. If you are alternating, keep alternating. If you did 3 in a row, you got 3 in a row on the other side. Same thing here. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Very common for one side to be dominant and a little more stable than the other. That's okay. We're working to even that up. All right, check in. Are your abs tight? Is your neck in alignment? No, it's hard to tell without a mirror or someone else watching you. I'm not even completely sure mine were in perfect alignment while I was doing it, but I did check in a few times to make sure I hadn't really overdone it in either direction. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Remember, hydrate if you need it. All right, here we go. 2 more sets of these airplane pose. Challenge yourself. Work through it. You've got this. Thirty more seconds. You've got 20 seconds left. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. We've got 1 more set of these airplane poses. And we'll get into some more moving type exercises as opposed to balance and stabilizing. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Get back into it. Let's do it. Find whatever version's working for you right now so that the ankle on the floor is getting some wobbly and those foot muscles and lower leg and ankle muscles are firing. You may even get it up the back of your leg and into your glute, depending on you. My hamstrings were lighting up on the sets I was doing. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. All right, we are finished with that move. Our next move is designed to get that heart rate up. So we're gonna go with what's called a Heisman shuffle. So it's just about 3 steps and then you hold that knee up. Still working on a little bit of balance. We're gonna go side to side with it. So find some space, make sure it's clear. And it's 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. Just like that. The hold, I'll let you choose how long you hold. The longer you hold it here, the more balance you're gonna get. The quicker you do these, the more heart rate challenge you're gonna get. So your choice, tailor it to you, but keep working for all 3 sets. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and that's set 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. Don't worry about counting the steps. Don't get caught up in that. We're not filming a video with you on it that we're gonna post out there. We're not producing anything. Just move side to side. Maybe you do 10 steps to one and 10 to the other. Just keep moving. This is designed for heart rate and a little agility. Just make sure you're not crossing over your feet, okay? That's gonna lead to trips and falls. So it's a side shuffle. Small steps. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Take some deep breaths. This is your last standing exercise. We are going to go down to the floor next and work some more lower body and also core. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Heisman shuffle. Keep that going. You keep moving. Get that balance work in, get that footwork in, get that agility in. I'm going to get my next piece of equipment I need. Keep moving till you hear that ding. All right, take a breather. You've got one more set of these. And then grab you some water. Get ready to go down to the mat. The next move we're going to do is called an elevated hip hinge or a hip hinge. You are going to be elevated. Go ahead and start set 3, but I'll talk to you a little bit while you're doing set 3. You're going to be elevated. It's a bridge. Normally we have your bridges where you're laying flat on the mat and thrusting the hips up. This time you're going to have your back and shoulders elevated a little bit so you get a bigger range of motion with it. That might be elevated on your couch. That's probably the most cushy thing in your house you have. You don't really want to put your body weight like on the bricks of a fireplace or on some hardwood. Maybe a carpeted step. I'm going to use the Bosu here. So it's not going to give me a giant elevation. All right, that's the end of the 3 sets of Heismans. Grab you some water. Start looking around. Another thing you could use, well, I know you probably don't have this at your house, but something you could use in the studio, try not to make you dizzy here, is something like that step right there. You can ignore that bell. So it can be anywhere from a few inches off the ground to a few feet off the ground. Wanted to show you the exercise and then you can figure out what you want to use. All right. Trying to get the best angle. I've got it's around my mid, back, and shoulders. I'm going to support my head and neck because I know I have a tendency to tuck in like that. I'm just going to cradle my head into my hands back here and then drive up. Driving up through the heels, squeezing the butt up top. You may have, if you're hanging off the couch, you're going to be able to go a lot further. The floor is stopping me. But if you've got even more range of motion on your couch, that's even better. Squeeze those glutes up top. All right, that's the move. 3 sets of these in 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And as always, if something's just not working for you, doesn't feel right, switch to a new exercise, change your range of motion, check in with the joint alignment, think through, is your neck in line? Are your shoulders in line? Is your spine in a good position? Depending on what's hurting. Are your knees hurting, ankles hurting? Lower range of motion, find what works for you. If you can't find anything for that particular exercise that works for you, just switch it to something else. You don't have to be creative and think, well, what's like this and uses all these muscle groups, but doesn't hurt. That's what we do for you at the studio. We try to find a complementary exercises that hits all the same muscle groups, but that doesn't irritate whatever particular injury or itis you have that day. You don't have to know all of that, but you know enough exercises to stay moving. Even if here we go, set 2. Even if you're like, you know what, I don't know what else to do. but it is lower body day. You're like, but I remember that sometimes we do push-ups or planks, or you can switch it to an upper body exercise. What we're trying to get you to do is moving for a half hour to an hour and challenging yourself. So don't get caught up in the perfect routine. Just stay moving and you'll see improvements in your fitness. Checking the clock. You got 15 more seconds here. Squeeze those glutes up top. Keep pressing it out. 8 seconds. All right, take a little breather. In 5 seconds, you got that third set of those hip hinges. All right, let's go. Set 3. Try to stay engaged the full time. So you hear that ding. I've tried to let you know every time it dinged, just in case you couldn't hear it here. If you went straight through a couple sets and you didn't hear that, I'm sorry. But you got more work, so I'm not really that sorry. Stay engaged, keep moving. 18 seconds. 12 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's the end of the hip hinges. Our next move, we're gonna do a little ab work. We're gonna do a combination of a 5-second V hold with 5 sit-ups. 5-second V hold, 5 sit-ups. Let me show you the move. And it's your count of 5, so it can be 5 quick seconds if you want it, or it can be 5 long seconds. So here's your V hold. Lean back. Right here, hold it. The straighter your legs are, the harder it is. But if you've got back issues, bend those knees, maybe put a leg down, maybe just do one side, give it a little prop. You'll still get some core work. 5 seconds of that, and then 5 sit-ups. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you get back into it. It's your own count, so you can make the V holds longer and the sit-up shorter, but stay engaged and working that whole time. And if the V hold bothers you, but the sit-ups don't, ignore the V hold and do sit-ups the whole time. And vice versa, if the sit-ups are bothering you. None of that's working for you today. Get into a good old plank. All right, 3 sets. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 5 of each. 5 seconds to 5 reps. 5-second V hold, 5 sit-ups. Again, if you're in any kind of joint pain, try to find an adjusted range of motion. Check the alignment up and down your spine. And if it's not working, switch to something else. Make sure you're breathing through this. You got 10 seconds. No matter where you are, just hold it right there. Either keep doing sit-ups or keep holding that V hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take a rest here. Get some breathing in. Get ready. You got 2 more sets of these. Always drink water if you need it. Get ready. Here we go. Set 2. Yeah, I just realized I moved the spray gun and my coffee cup off of the cabinet so they wouldn't be in view for the video, just to clean things up. And I just moved them to the floor, still in view. So really, really crushing it on that today. 8 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. You got one more set of these. We'll have one more floor move, and then I got a bonus for you today. All right, let's go set 3. I'm gonna give you a challenge. You got 30 seconds left. Do 10 of each. 10 seconds on the V hold, 10 sit-ups. That may take you the whole rest of the time. That's okay. Just keep it going. Make them a little bit longer through each one. You've got 15 seconds. Get as close to getting all those in as possible without breaking your form or being too spastic. 8 seconds. Go with it. 6, 4, 2. All right. Nice job. That was 3 sets of that. Our last exercise that we're going to do today with 3 sets is going to be a bird dog. All right. So you're on all fours for this. Let me back up here. All right. So some things to keep in mind. I want your wrists, elbows, and shoulders. There goes my earbud. I may have just lost audio with you. I think you should still be able to hear me. If you can't, well, you can't hear me, so you can't hear these instructions. I am really great at these videos. If you can hear me, it's wrist, elbows, and shoulders all lined up. I don't want them to be way out here in front. They should be stacked and underneath you. And then the move is going to be lifting opposite arm and opposite leg. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg, and then switch to the other side. At about that pace, we're not looking for quick moves here. Get the full extension and stabilization, and then switch to the other side. And again, kind of gazing slightly forward, not tucked in or up like that. All right. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, it's nice and controlled. We're not looking for how many reps you can do. More interested in how long can you have that opposite arm, opposite leg held out, extended, and stabilized. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Make sure you're alternating sides here. In the event that you didn't alternate sides on that first set, go ahead and do all of set 2 on the other side. And then on set 3, we'll get back to alternating. Set 2 begins now. If you did alternate, keep doing what you're doing. Excuse me. Keep breathing. Check in, make sure those wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked up underneath you. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you got one more set here. And then we have our bonus. We'll do just a 1-minute exercise for your bonus. But you still got one more set of these bird dogs in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Stay with it. Stay in good form. You have almost made it. You got 25 seconds. Keep breathing. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good job. Our last exercise is a good old plank. Any version, you can do a high plank, a low plank, a full plank, or a modified plank. High plank is on your hands, low plank is on your forearms, full plank is on your toes, modified plank is on your knees. Let me show you what I mean, and we're just gonna do a single set for 1 minute. So let me work through it. It's, again, elbows, wrists, and shoulders lined up. High plank is on your toes, or sorry, on your hands. It can be a high plank from your knees or a high plank from your toes. Same thing from the low plank. It can be from the toes or from the knees. So make sure you keep a nice flat back. We got 1 minute. Let me get that timer ready to go. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding. You got 1 minute. I'm going to challenge you during this minute. Try not to take a break or fully disengage. So if you're in a full plank right now with on those toes, drop down to your knees for your break and then pop back up into that full plank again. Try not to completely like lift your hips up into a pike or drop down and just take a breath and then get back into it. You got 25 seconds left. Stay engaged, keep working. Unless you have back pain. If you have back pain, stop the exercise. You can lift your hips a little bit in the air if that helps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Nice work. Go ahead and stay on the ground. We'll do a little cool down. So have a seat on your bottom. Get the best angle here. Have a seat. Feet spread out, wide, a little bit wider than hips. And then deep breath up and reach down with both hands, sinking your chest down as best you can. You might reach to your shin, your ankle, or your toe. Try to keep this leg straight. You may want to bend this knee in. That may feel better to you. I have a torn hip labrum, so I don't love that position. But whatever feels good to you here, lengthen up the back of those legs and breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale down to the other side, dropping it down. Hold it down there. Reaching with both hands. I'm not doing it with you because as soon as I turn my head and tuck it down, my audio doesn't work as well. So hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those feet together for the butterfly stretch, pulling them in a little bit. I like to grab my toes, pull up. We're pushing those knees down towards the floor to stretch out the groin area. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Next, we're going to stretch out the quads, the front of the thigh. You can either do this sideline or face down. So you're pulling your heel towards your butt. So sideline is here on your side. You can prop up, you can lie, whatever feels better. And then shift your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, and get that stretch. Face down is just that, from the face down position. Here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, switch it to the other leg. And same thing, face down or sideline. Pull that heel towards your butt. Hold here, press the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And then come to all fours, and we're going to do 3 rotations of cat and cow. So you arch the back up and then sink it down. That's 1. So you repeat that 3 times. Taking deep breaths while you do it. And once you've done that 3 times, come on up to your feet. And we'll do 5 of these. I'm on 3, but whenever you started, just get your 5 in. And you can do as many as you want. Feel free to keep stretching. But that's it. That's our workout. That was a tough workout. I'm glad you did it. I hope you are too. And we'll see you next time.